Right, but give me Revelations 1:13. Christ is a black man. They don't teach you that in church, do they? You remember that? You remember this picture, right?
Yeah.
This is a man named Cesare Borgia, right? He was painted by Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci in the 1400s, right? To be the new face of white supremacy.
Cesare Borgia, he also
This is him.
taught it in the 16th chapter. Yeah, go ahead. Which I learned in college, but go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, so the point is, the people in the Bible are not white. We're the descendants of the people in the Bible. You good with that?
No, but not stepping on Jesus.
That's not Jesus. We just said that Cesare Borgia, right? give me Revelations 1:13.
What he's trying to show you is that when white people came into power, they put this image up as Jesus.
Right.
But when you read the Bible, Jesus is a black man. Have you ever read that in the Bible?
No, I don't touch the Bible, but I'm listening.
Okay, but you just said don't step on Jesus. But this is not
that's
Jesus.
not
No,
Jesus.
that is Jesus Christ. Man.
That's Cesare Borgia. You just said it yourself.
No, I
he
didn't
said
say that's
something
him.
about-
I didn't say that's him. I said I read about him.
Okay,
And
that's
who
not Jesus.
participated in also with Michelangelo. With, you know, the
But do you believe in the Bible?
I ain't never touched no Bible. Okay.
So how do you know this is Jesus?
I seen it in church.
You seen it in the church. But what we're telling you is that who put in all the churches who put it up as Jesus?
I know the people who run the church. I went to a black church though.
Listen.
I got to work. He was one in the millions.
Listen. Somebody let's get these curses again. Give me Deuteronomy 28:1. What I'm trying to emphasize to you is that we are the direct descendants of the people in the Bible, right? The people in the Bible are black people, as you said. You said black, right?
Yeah, black. I mean, I'm black.
Okay. What I want you to understand is, as a matter of fact, let's prove that. Somebody give me Song of Solomon 1:5, and you get the what I want. Right, 28:1, and you get Song of Solomon 1:5. Listen to this.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right, stop. So, this was when the Most High delivered us, the Hebrews, out of Egypt. Are you familiar with that?
Moses' story?
Right. Moses, you ever saw the movie The Ten Commandments?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so the story is true, but the people in the story are wrong. Pharaoh was a black man, and the Hebrews were black.
I figured that, you know what's crazy? I've been to Egypt.
I'm sorry, say it again. I got you straight.
I ain't gonna say color-wise, but basically color-wise, wasn't no color-wise like folks white.
Right. But you got, let me cut you off for 2 seconds. You have to understand, this is 2018. Many different countries have been conquered by different people.
No, understood.
So back at the time that we're talking, Pharaoh was black and the Hebrews were black. Right, so back to fast forward it. Once we were delivered, the Most High said, read it again, 28:1.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe.
That's the King James Bible. It's the King James Bible. A lot of different Bibles have been altered, meaning they changed the scriptures to confuse you. Keep going, sorry.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Basically, the Most High said, if you keep my commandments, I will set you on high above all the nations that are on the earth. Drop down to 15. That God would place, like right now it's white supremacy, right?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, so it would be black supremacy, right? Well, actually, it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Well, that's what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. Right after World War III, we're on deck to rule. Everyone.
they'll be our slaves.
Exactly. Give me somebody. Give me Revelation. Hold that. Give me Revelation 13:10. Hold it.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Go down to verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28:15.
Read that.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. So what do you think happened? You think we obeyed or you think we disobeyed? God said, if you keep the commandments, I'll put you on high. But if you don't keep the commandments, you're going to go through curses. No, we're trying our best to keep the commandments now. But I'm saying, wait. Back then, we didn't keep the commandments. So as a punishment, God brought us here as slaves. As a matter of fact, give me read 68. We're going to show it to you right now. Slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, the trans-Saharan slave trade was punishment for our ancestors being disobedient, which would really scare the mess out you into being obedient. But read that.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, Egypt and Israel are neighboring countries. You don't need a ship. When you look at Exodus 20:2, it says Egypt is the house of bondage, right? We ran out of Bible. Anyway, Exodus 20:2 says Egypt is the house of bondage. So it said, the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships, meaning the Lord will bring you into slavery again with ships. And that's exactly what happened to us.
On the slave trade.
Exactly.
When they came to Africa to get us.
Exactly. So Africans sold Jews to the white man. Africans did not sell Africans. You learned that growing up in school, right?
Yeah.
But that's not true.
Nah, you learned that
Okay.
Goodness, it's been a while.
Well, let me explain like this. In your college experience, did they tell you that Africans sold Israelites?
Absolutely, because
Okay, well that's good.
Okay, Moroccans, they came from Europe, which is the closest. I don't know if you know that. Closest country to Europe.
Okay.
You know, they got them to turn on them, and it's actually footage more quicker than us.
Okay. But for the most part, maybe now that the truth is out, some people
I don't know
admit.
it was the camcorders back then. It was called communist corders, but I'm just saying you actually have footage of them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, at least when I was growing up, in the curriculum, when you look at history books, social studies class, history class, it says Africans sold Africans. White people will tell you, well, you sold your own people. Right? You never heard that before?
I mean, if you look at it these days, gangs is cool in other cases. That's just
I'm not talking about gangs. I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying. Listen exactly what I'm saying. When you were growing up in school, for the most part, we were taught that Africans sold Africans into slavery. Agree?
Not for the most part. For the most part, it was whites against blacks. For the most part, it was whites that sold.
Whites. Who did the whites get us from?
From us?
Where did the whites go to get us? Right, so that's what I'm saying. People tell you that Africans sold Africans.
No, they came to Africa. Deceived us. I don't know, Thanksgiving and all this bullshit. Then, obviously, you know, had a little more power than us.
What I'm saying is we're not African at the end of the day.
I know I'm not African.
Okay, fine. But what I'm saying is the point is most people have been taught that Africans sold Africans.
They still do.
But what I'm saying is we're not, there's a difference between Africans and Israelites. Matter of fact, real quick history. black people, the Israelites, lived in Israel until 65 to 70 AD, and then the Romans, white folks, kicked our ass, and we had to run into Africa. Right? This is also mentioned. Right? So we ran away into Africa, and then later in the 15, 16, 17, 1800s, the Europeans negotiated with Africans, and the Africans sold us. And the Africans also sold us to the Arabs. So at the end of the day, the good news is what we were talking about before. Read that for me.
Revelations.
Talking about the kingdom of heaven, right? Go ahead.
Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Read it again.
He, Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So who led us into captivity here in America? Who did that?
Don't say our own people.
The white man brought us here on slaves.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, so they will go into captivity the same way we would go into captivity. I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
So you get to show them the same shit they done?
Matt, give me 18, Revelation 18, where it says double. I think it's 18 and 6. No, yeah. It's going to be twice as bad for them. It's got to be worse for them because they destroyed us to the extent that most of our people don't know that we're Israelites.
Or know your own family is separated.
Most people think they're African American, right? So you got to pay for that. Anybody found it? Revelation?
I got you. Revelations 18 and 6. Reward her even as she hath rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup of which she hath filled to her double.
So the white man has to and will pay for what he did to us. Double. Okay, I think I've been talking for a while. Ezra, you want to come up?
Yeah, thanks. Nah, I gotta get my sister.
All right, brother.
All right, man. My name is Malik.
All right, white guy quad. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Read that Bible,
the next brother is going to come up and edify y'all in the
King
spirit.
James Bible.
All right? I'm done.
This one is.
Right. King James Bible.
Let me
want to tell you.
say a word about this. I notice a lot of people get offended when somebody says something negative about it, step on it, or whatever. This image right here is kind of like the worst thing that ever happened to our people. This did not exist prior to 1492. The world knew Christ as a black man. This is an image of what do you call that? White supremacy. This was designed to get us to submit to the other nation, which is on top right now. When you read, can I get Isaiah 29:22 real quick? When you read the Bible, all throughout the Bible, everywhere you see the images of the Israelites. Jesus was a so-called Jesus Christ was an Israelite, right? He was a Jew, right? Yeah, he was from the tribe of Judah. When you read the Bible, all throughout the Bible, it always describes the Israelites as black people. It don't never say anything about them being white, having long blonde hair, nothing like that. When you read this, read that real quick, 29:22. Revelations 29:22. Like the brother was about to bring out that Psalm 1 and 5, it said, I am black, but I'm beautiful. Acts 13 and 1, the disciples is called niggas. Job 30 and 1, or 30 and 30. That word? Yeah, it says niggas in the Bible. Niger, you look that word up. Oh, Niger, it means Greek. Niger, I've been there in Africa. Right, it means Greek. And then when you look at Job 30 and 30, he says, my skin is black upon me. Revelations, Isaiah 14 and 2, the Jews are black as unto the ground. So if he comes from Judah, this is not how he look. This right here is called leprosy. Whenever when your skin turns completely white like this, the Bible said this is a curse. So when you say that this is Jesus Christ, you're saying Jesus Christ has the curse of leprosy. You can read that in Numbers, the 12th chapter and the 10th verse. So when you read this, read that what you got real quick, brother. Read that.
Isaiah 29:22.
Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham, concerning the house of Jacob.
Concerning the house of Jacob, read.
Jacob shall not now be ashamed.
Jacob is not ashamed anymore because we know the truth. We got the research. We got the documentation. We got the proof. Read.
Neither shall his face now wax pale.
His face will never wax pale. No, this is Isaiah. This is Isaiah. This is different. Oh, I'm gonna say that they can't use. When you listen to what he just said, read that again, brother. Read that again. Yeah.
Isaiah 29:22.
Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham, concerning the house of Jacob.
Go ahead.
Jacob shall not now be ashamed,
The Jews will never be ashamed. Go ahead.
neither shall his face now wax pale.
What color is his face? Is it dark? No, it's pale. When you read Numbers, what's that? Numbers 12, when he said that Miriam turned white. Numbers 12 and 10. It said when let Miriam not look as one that was wasted from the birth. This right here is wasted. He has no melanin in his skin. He is not a human. He's incomplete. This is a genetic deficiency.
That's right.
So when we say that God, this is God, we're going against the Bible. Now we operating in the spirit of Antichrist, and we following these nations that's been set up to set up white supremacy for us to stay in the bottom. So when we look at this image, we say, oh, this is God, so white people must be God. So let me have respect when I come across them.
Right.
What you got?
Numbers 12 verse 10.
Read that.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle.
Because the Most High came and checked Miriam and Aaron because they came against Moses. Go ahead.
And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
Like this guy. The prophetess went from black to white as snow. Read.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
She was leprous. This is leprosy. Go ahead.
And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us.
This is a sin right here. Don't let, even though she talked bad about Moses, the most humblest man in the world, he said, do not let her look like this. Go ahead.
Wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned.
Read.
Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed.
When you read Genesis 25, Esau was born. And when you read what Esau, when you break down what that word Esau means, it means wasted away is he. So when you look at a person that's not colored, that's looking like this, you're looking at Esau. And you're looking at a curse. It's a sin to look like this. For us to say that God looked like this, because they say this is God.
Right.
And then the white people are God's people, the Jewish people. We buying into their lies. Hosea 4 and 6 says, our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Right now, we destroyed looking at this. As long as we keep submitting to this as God, we are destroyed. So we got to have no problem with stepping on that, because that's the devil. When you read that, you ain't got to get it. When we read that Revelation 13, it talks about the image that was made to the beast. The beast is talking about the so-called white man.
That's right.
Because he's an animal. He came out of the caves. Job 30:1 says, I will not let these people even eat with my dogs. And right now they became rulers over us. See that? He said he wouldn't let them eat with their dog. What are they doing though? Just think about it. What they doing? They got past bestiality. They having sex with animals, marrying them. Now a dog can give consent long as it don't just long as the animal don't say no, you can have sex with it.
Just say no.
Homosexuality. This is what they promote. Now we're in the Bible does it say it's cool to be homosexuals. For you to pass a bill to say that you good with that, you are submitting that you good with Satan.
Even just the Bible is common sense.
I'm gonna bring the brother up. Come on up, brother. I just wanted to get that image out of our people's mind real quick.
I gotta grab my little
So who is this right here?
Now
This
Caesar the boy.
this is the devil. This is the image of the beast.
That's right.
This is what we gotta reject.
That's right.
Y'all see that? Y'all gotta reject this image. If not, you got the mark of the beast.
That's right.
But go ahead.
Thank you, man. Y'all gotta get my sister.
Hey, be blessed when you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Repent, keep the commandments, man. Come holler at your brothers, get a flyer. Go ahead.
Thanks, man.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Who are we? We are the Hebrew Israelites coming back out again, once again to teach the word the way it was supposed to be taught. Give me Romans 13, verse 11.
Romans 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time.
And that, know the time, read.
That now it is high time.
Now it is high time. When it says now it is high time, it doesn't mean the time on your watch, on your cell phone, on your cable box. It talks about the time in the prophecies. What's going on? What's going to happen? What's going to unfold, right?
That now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Now it is high time to wake up out of sleep. Not physical sleep. A lot of you are spiritually sleeping because a lot of you don't know what's going on in these prophecies, in the world, in the news. Yeah, right?
But now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now it's high time to wake up out of sleep. Now, what's wrong with our people? You know what's wrong with our people? We're not into current events. We don't know what's going on.